Going to solve this problem, we are going to differentiate the function f of x, that is cosine fourth power of x and cosine 3x. As you see, this one, you can see this one as a cosine x to the fourth power, but this one, cosine, has 3x. Okay, so they have a different format. And there are two different terms here, and we are going to differentiate term by term. So I'm going to differentiate it separately. Okay, so first part I'm going to put it this way. Y equals cosine x to the fourth power. As you see, this is something to the fourth power. This fourth power is outer function, and that is the main one. So can you say this is u to the fourth, and then u equals what? Of course, u equals cosine x. So when you make dy dx, it is going to be dy du times du dx. That makes dy du. So y is u to the fourth power, so 4 times u to the third power. Of course, that is an easy power rule. The next one is du dx. We are going to differentiate the inner function cosine x with respect to x, which is negative sine x. So altogether, we can say negative 4 u to the third, but the u is cosine x, so cosine the third power of x, and then we put negative sign out here, so we say sine x. Okay, so this is the derivative of the first part of the function. And what's next over here is different story. Different story, because that is a lot simpler, which is y equals cosine 3x. In this case, what is the main function, outer function, and then what is the inner function? Well, cosine 3x is used as a variable for cosine function. So cosine is the outer one, and the 3x is the inner one. So you can make this one as cosine u. And of course, u is 3x. Okay, so what is dy dx? Dy dx equals dy du times du dx. So dy du cosine, you differentiate this cosine u with respect to u. So what is it? Negative sine u times du dx, very easy one, which is 3. So that makes negative negative 3 sine 3x. Okay, so the first term derivative is this, and the second term derivative is that. Therefore, we can say now what? Derivative of f of x, which is f prime of x, equals the first one, negative 4 cosine to the third power of x times sine x, and then subtract 3 times sine 3x. As you see, we have to, usually we put parentheses around this, otherwise it looks confusing that it's going to be sine 3 times x. Well, just 3x is a variable for sine function, so sine 3x. So this is the answer. It looks a little bit confusing. Well, on the other hand, once you practice more and more problems, you are going to see that, hey, this is fourth power. That is the main one. And what has the power of 4? That is cosine x. So that's why if you rewrite this one as a cosine x to the 4th power, I think it is easier to see the structure of the function. The next one, cosine 3x, is relatively simpler one. Okay,